Yeah. Who's that handsome mofo? Oh, grab my balls. Hello, people. Welcome back to the No, I'm Not Human playthrough. I'm your host, Chad Marco. Hope I haven't forgotten what happened last time. Make sure everything is right. Mic, desktop. Okay. I just woke up from a nap. Like an hour and 30 minutes ago. What are we doing? Continue. Look what I got. Kombucha! Look at that! This real kombucha, nigga. The real kombucha. Yeah, she says that. The real kombucha. We in here. PlayStation, welcome to the stream. Let me try this out. I had kombucha one time, but it was a while ago. Lord, the fuck? Bruh. It costs too much to be tasting like that. I'll just put it like that. This shit costs too much to be tasting like that. Anyway. Whoa! Shit, that was fast. Woo! What's going on? This kombucha is hitting already. Damn, I see. Let me see what we got. So, I know, okay, those two girls are good. Oh, yeah, I just, who was that? Who was that dude? Who the fuck was it? I know I got his ass. Who was that? All right. No, I could assume we had somebody else in here. Damn. Yeah, because somebody died when I woke up. So we 3 deep. We good right now though, but we 3 deep. Okay. Okay. Looks like the conversation is over. Yeah, I think both sisters are good. But who was this guy? I forgot. Wasn't he the one that wanted me to show him how to kill? Maybe that was him. Those poor children. Yes, I suppose. I don't know. I don't understand how grown, supposedly rational adults can make them do such a thing. Were they really so terrified they would kill a child? Oh yeah, we already had this conversation. Okay. All right, I'm gonna just test her anyway. Oh Lord. Okay. Hands. Dang, what the fuck wrong with your hands? I tried to open the doors, but to break the windows, but the fire it spread so fast. Her hands are fucked up, man. Yep. We making it the hood by drinking kombucha. It's better than drinking alcohol, man. It's better than drinking alcohol. We gotta better ourselves for rest. 5, 3, 1, 0, 4, 1. Kombucha. Yeah, it's I'll say it's a peculiar taste. I'll put it like that. It doesn't taste good, but it tastes better than it used to. That's a Tim and Eric joke. Don't quite hit or make sense, but oh, we got more mushrooms. Okay. Well, let's go to sleep. Okay, what day is it? Day 12. We are 3 deep. FEMA. Okay, I'm back. Not really sure why the hell I bothered though. If my brother hadn't been so gutless, maybe he could have kept his wife and kids safe. Now who knows where the brat is. How are you holding up? Same as always. I even told my brother, man up, look out for your family. And what did he do? Folded like a total pussy. Now his family's either buried or in fucking pieces. How do you think the world ended up in this whole mess to begin with? It's because of cowards like him. Saw a family not long ago. Stocky dad held it together even with the visitors screaming at the windows. Got his family out the back door and ran off into the woods. I put down the freaks, but they never came back. Thought they were done for, but days later they found me. First one through the trees. His daughter, shotgun in hand, eyes wild but alive. That's what I respect. Nothing like my brother. If he died sooner, his family might have made it. Anyway, that's enough story time. I'm testing you. Show me you're not one of them. So you can only do it. You can only. Oh, Lord. Let me do. Oh, fuck. When did I get killed? It's when I showed him my teeth, right? My hands wouldn't be dirty, though. But I'm not even sure. This is bad. I'm tired of this guy right here. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is bad. Let me show armpits. Are you fucking kidding me? I better not find out. Regular armpit. Regular armpit. Fuck off. I'm not stiffing your pits. You won't see me again. Enjoy what's left. Okay. Good. Leave, bitch. Motherfucker. It's supposed to be healthy for you. It has probiotics good for your health. Yeah, I mean, it's in the, yeah, it says 9 billion living probiotics. Damn. 9 billion. Shit. Damn. Yeah, I do some more research on it. I've never really heard much about kombucha until I played this game. I drank it one time on a whim, though, just out of curiosity. And I was like, oh, that's gross. Hello, anyone in there? I heard footsteps means you're there behind the door. Can you open it? Is that the FEMA guy? Oh, you think I'm a female officer because of the suit? Nah, I just pulled it off a corpse. Figured it might be safer out here that way. They must wear these things for a reason. Maybe the sun leaves radiation behind at night or something. I don't even want to know. So who are you then? Just a regular factory guy. Built fridges, fixed them too. And I don't work there anymore. Work kept piling up. Not enough people left. We couldn't keep up. I burned out and quit. I don't know. I don't like this guy. You should leave. Wait, that came out wrong. Yeah, I get it. Guess this suit's kind of scary. I don't even know why I'm holding on to it. Bye. Yeah, I just nah. It's something in the eyes, bro. He just looks suspicious. And I'm thinking maybe he killed the FEMA guy who tried to kill him. But I don't know. I just got a bad feeling about him. Oh, I thought no one was home. It's so quiet here at night. Good evening. May I come in? Were you watching the house? What? No. Don't be silly. It's simply rare for a full house to stay so silent at night. Usually you can hear some kind of drunken shouting or crying or screaming. Where'd you come from? There was a hospital downtown, but, well, it's a rather long story. If you would... He's got blood on his shirt. If you'll be so kind as to let me in, I'll tell you all about it. No, you should leave. I understand it's not the easiest time to trust anyone. Look at that blood stain on his shirt. I'll be nearby, so don't hesitate to ask for help. Looks like no one else is coming tonight. I guess I'm going back to my old ways of being extremely distrustful, but... I mean, you can't be just blatantly suspicious, bro. Breaking news. FEMA has just arrested a majority of government officials. The agency reports that some members of administration were identified as visitors. With the ministry no longer able to function, FEMA will assume the role of interim government. In addition, one moment, just in from FEMA, fugitives have broken through the citywide lockdown. We repeat, fugitives have broken through and are now at large. Barricade your windows, lock your doors, await further instructions and stay inside. End of broadcast. Damn, that's crazy. Clear. What's going on? A certain conversation with the cat lady. Pet the cat. Okay. All right, let's check the radio. There we go. We couldn't continue. The sub left the city perimeter. Immediate backup required. We can't contain the subject alone. Damn. The hell going on there? Well, there's nothing left but depressing people. Ate the apple, sweet and sour at the same time. Ate the apple. What was the apple doing there? Wasn't there like a hint about the apple in the thing? To welcome guests is not for the strong. The mushroom stands tall and long. Under tree of apple can you rest. She'll feed you with her sweet fruits best. Damn. I have no idea what they're trying to say with that. Okay. For about 3 months before the cataclysm, but I was hardly a model teacher. I didn't love the job. Back then, the kids were just noisy and exhausting. The cataclysm changed that. It opened my eyes. You know, any one of those children could become a rock star, a politician, a parent. But now they'll never hold a guitar, never go to school, never grow up. They will forever remain an army of dreamers. I remember a day when one of the kids came running in crying, saying his parents were afraid of him. They thought he was a visitor, and so they threw him out. He didn't know where else to go, so he came to me, to the kindergarten. The woman can no longer hold back the tears and begins to cry. Forgive me. Yeah. Let me check myself out. How my teeth looking? I don't know. Teeth a little bit too clean. Hands, clean hands. Eyes, regular. Okay. Yeah, shit. I mean, it ain't much going on. I didn't let anybody in last night, so. Kind of nothing to do. Okay, nothing. Is phone roulette still going? I doubt it at this point. Yep. Shit. I wonder how this game would play if you just opened the door for everybody. Like, don't even try to vet anyone. I might try that next time. What her hands look like? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I checked those already. Okay, well, she good anyway. I had the extra energy. Well, not much to do there, so go back to sleep. The visitors change each playthrough, by the way. They do. So who is it? Ah, so it's no point trying to remember who was and who wasn't. Oh, damn. I respect it, but Lord, there's no time for this today. There's no time for this today. Looks like no one else is coming tonight. Damn. Nothing. Did I beat the game? Is that it? We might have survived. I should board them up. Things are only going to get worse from here, but I have to try. Damn. Gotta defend myself any way I can. There's no time for this today. Damn. So the world's cursed, but maybe there's still a chance to survive. Yeah, this Together with the survivors, you make your way down into the cellar. Uh-oh. It's cooler down here, but the air still feels heavy with unease. If you ration carefully, your food storage should last for a month or two. You seal the door, no one will be able to get in now. You keep track of the days by marking the cellar wall. The wait for the end drags on for nearly 2 months. The sun isn't the only threat looming overhead. Trust fades. Oh no, I knew this was gonna be a bad ending. Paranoia grows sharper by the day. You feel the stairs. Oh no! It's only like 3 people. Realistically, cold, calculating, alien. Oh no. The fear of death has paralyzed you. It's all about to end. Escape doesn't even cross your mind. There's nowhere left to run. Terror blinds you. It wasn't just humans you let into your home. What? They tear you apart. What? They were all human. Darkness floods your vision. Pain sears through your body. Great. Another bad ending. That was a little unfair though, because I only let, like, by the end there I only had humans in my house, so a small lonely house takes shape in your mind. You hope it will be over soon. It's hard to hold on to. The pain fades as you slip further away. And I had a shotgun. Why wouldn't I have just defended myself and shot the fuck out of everybody? Welcome me. Wow, another shitty ending. Why am I not surprised? Oh man, I don't even know if I want to keep playing, because I feel like it's gonna be like some silly, obscure bullshit that I got to do to get a decent ending. You know, I like the game, but I'm just thinking about like what it would take to even get a decent ending in this shit. In this shit. But these are the 3 I've gotten so far. The visitors were here all along. A warm breath in the dark, a cruel whisper at your back. You would never see the light again should it ever return. So this ending is basically just saying that somehow all the people you let into your house were actually visitors. In which case, why wouldn't I have just shot them? Right? Why wouldn't I have just blown their fucking head off? But whatever, that's the game. All right, let's do it again. We're doing it again. But this time, I'm gonna let everybody in the house. That's the rule. I'm letting everybody in the house, and we're gonna see how it goes. Everybody's coming in. It's gonna be a party, boy. I also think it's possible to have a visitor in your home and they don't kill anybody. Oh, this is actually showing some of the people that you might let into your home. I think that's that homeless girl, and the other guy was the guy that was working for. That's the weird cat girl, and that's my neighbor's daughter. I just realized all those weird people they were showing in the opening are people you can let into the house, and I think that's the. Yeah, I think that's the what's that guy's name? Do he got a name? The Strangler? Oh, what the fuck was his name? I forgot the dude's name. Anyway, we're gonna just let everybody to the house. You got the bad ending, meaning you had visitors with you. Wait, so you're saying that they might have just been low key a visitor and didn't kill anybody? Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense. That makes sense because I did get too comfortable thinking that okay, well, if nobody's dying, then they must be human. Okay, I can accept that. I can accept that. But if that's the case, shouldn't I just hold up? Let me see something real quick though. Let me see something. Nah, because if I do that, then it would take too long. Because theoretically, then you could just save the kombucha up until like the last day, and then just go through process of elimination. But I'm not gonna worry about it too much. I'm gonna just let like this time. I'm just letting everybody in, and we're gonna just. Oh, I can skip the intro. Cool. Can I come in? I never let this guy into the house, man. Okay. Come in. Thank you. Trust in people doesn't amount to a hill of beans these days, but I appreciate your trust in me. Perhaps I even, well, no, I shouldn't promise anything. So let's see how the game plays out if you just let anybody into the house. We're just gonna, we're just gonna have fun here and play a high risk game. All right. So I remember her. It's gonna be fun. But of course, there's a limit to how many people you can have in the house too because of space. So I never seen this guy before. You've been seeing all this shit going on. Fucking crazy. You holding up okay in there, bro. What do you want? Nothing really. I'm just curious, But hey, I've got a dope ass way for you to rake in some easy cash. Want to hear it? Since everyone else is busy being pussies about the sun, you can make fat stacks without lifting a finger. All these chumps are shitting their pants when they should be honing their grind set. Let's hear it. Dying ain't part of the plan, bro. You gotta hustle while you have the opportunity. Fuck the sun. Time to rise and grind, you feel me? Come in. Fuck yeah, my dude. That's what I'm talking about. Finally, someone with half a brain. Okay. So let's see how this plays out. I'm sure it'll be interesting. I might be dead in like 3 days, bro. I might be dead in 3 days flat. You're messing up. You think just because they don't kill, they aren't visitors. That's a good point. That's a good point. I was thinking, oh yeah, then everybody's good. And I neglected to really yeah, that crazy bitch could have been a fucking visitor. But too late now. I fucked up. That's smart though. Whenever I watch the thing, I always thought about that. I was like, the thing would win if it just settled for turning one person and then laying low. The thing always gets caught because it keeps trying to turn more and more people before it's able to reach civilization. So if you think about it, if the thing would have just stayed inside the dog in the night, I think 1982 movie with Kurt Russell, if he would have just stayed in the dog until they went back to the mainland, boom, he would have won. But he kept trying to replicate, and then he ended up getting caught. Same thing in the prequel movie that came out in 2011. If he just would have stayed in, no, how did he? No, I think he probably would have been fucked because that girl was on him. that girl in the 2011 movie was smart as hell. I ain't even gonna lie. Because the thing in the 2011 movie, he almost got away in the beginning because he got on the helicopter, but the girl, she was figuring out that something wasn't right, and so she flagged the helicopter back down. And then when the thing realized what was happening, he went ahead and just revealed himself, and that's when shit hit the fan. That dude tall as shit. Was there something you wanted? Why did they throw you out of the bar? I blame the chain of catastrophes that broke everyone's minds. The sun teetering on the brink of explosion, the arrival of the visitors, the economic crisis, and so on and so forth. It's fucked us all up. Some crumbled under the stress. Some dove head first into the bottle. But me, well, it was rage that drove me mad. I snapped, climbed into the bar, and screamed, "Stop fucking blaming everything but yourselves. Let them weep," I say. Tears in the beer foam don't ruin the pint. Malt and hops taste better with salt. Nobody appreciates it, so why bother? Okay. Look at this guy. What did you do before the cataclysm? Oh, I'm glad you asked, bro. You ever heard of sports betting? It's how I made my living, bro. Placing legit bets is for chumps and bitches, bro. For real, for real. There's always ways to beat the bookies. You just bet on the tip and then kick back till the dough comes rolling in to daddy. No money, no problem. Just borrow it from some other fucknut. So how much did you make? How do I put this? I made 30 fucking mil in debt, sure, but debt's got nothing on me. And I definitely don't give a shit about them now. I look danger straight in the eyes, bro. Man, that guy I ain't gonna lie, he definitely looks like a Slav. Oh, this girl. Okay. Okay, I remember her story. Mm-hmm. No cigarettes, neighbor. Good to hear from you. Okay. Was that guy his brother, the guy with the gun? All right, well, I might as well start testing. Taking that odor of sadness and smoke. Pretty yellow, right? So piss off with your test. I'm not a visitor. Okay. Well, it's the only test we got for now. My homie was a dentist. Guess what? They knocked his fucking teeth out. Oh. Okay. I don't know. I feel like if anybody dies, I'm going to suspect the girl in the closet. There's a woman in my closet. Wait a minute. Is that guy here? Wait, why couldn't I sleep? Do they want me to do that? Oh, that's weird. Oh no, I can't sleep. Was there something they want me to do? The game might have just glitched out. I think the game glitched out or something. I can't activate sleep. Oh, that's weird. You had more visitors than humans. Yeah, appears so. I dig it. That, if you think about it, that's like the smartest thing to do. You have to be more strategic with your saves coming. Well, they don't give you a lot of wiggle room. I just think because really the only save scumming you can get is with the kombucha, and there's only 2. So I think it's probably for the best that I just kind of save it for like when I like if I'm getting closer to the end, that's the best time. But it's like I said before, you know, this game is obviously a lot of trial and error. Oh shit. I feel like I don't know, it seemed like it glitched out or something. I can't do anything. I don't know. All right, hold up. Shit. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Bam. Save. Okay. And whoa. Okay. All right. So I saved and quit. I think it probably glitched out or something there. Let's see. Oh, hold up. All right. Yep, I was right. We're back. We got a self-improvement bro in the house. I dig it. I don't think we would get along though. I don't think he's that kind of self-improvement bro. I think he's the type that'll get you in trouble with like a get rich quick scam or something. Okay. This guy, I remember him. Okay. I hope you remember what it was like to feel joy. Maybe then death won't be the only thing on your mind. This is gonna get bad. Anyone alive in there? Mind letting me in? Okay, I let him in one time before, so we know his story. All right. I wonder if multiple people can die in a night though. Okay, that's the witch lady. Okay. What if just letting everybody in is the best strategy? Think about it. It smells like someone died tonight. It begins. Okay, so now we got the hand hint. All right, FEMA. All right. If you kill a lot of people, have you been looking stuff up, PlayStation? Don't spoil the system for me. Now it sounds like you know something. If you do these specific actions, something good might happen. That dude looks stressed out. Why? Are those just legs, or is he wearing stockings? Who died? Ah, no, the grind set bro. Grind set bro died, bro. Oh no. We lost the grind set bro. Damn. Everything's gonna be okay. Not exactly cheerful, but I'm not falling apart either. We're still human, still holding on. We're not making the storm any worse than it already is. And when it's all over, I think we'll be able to forgive each other for the things we've done. As long as there's compassion, there's humanity. You with me? Wish them visitors would just go back underground. Why did you become a grave digger? Oh, my job? Oh yeah, we talked about that one time. I don't want to go over the same conversations. This guy. Are things any better here? I don't bother anyone anymore. It's not worth it. But when I hear voices on the TV or overhear conversations, a light flicks on inside my mind. Then I stop myself. It's too much work for no gratification. No, I'm done. These nerves of mine are already shot to hell and back. Life was dreary enough before all this. And now, one day I'll hang from the chandelier over the whole baptized world. This guy definitely has a sunny disposition. I have no idea who was a killer or not. No clue whatsoever. I can't even begin to tell you. I just don't know. All right. Only one way to find out, though. I've always been suspicious of this guy here, though. I don't like him. Oh, hell no. Look at them teeth. Bitch. I knew it. I knew it. I've always felt like he would be a visitor. I like how his legs are still crossed there, though. Okay. Okay, his teeth are fucked up. All right, that's all we can do. That's all we can do for that. The Pale Maniac. What's that guy's name again? I forgot. Does he have a name? Damn. Ah. The chick in the closet might still be a visitor. Well, I got one. I got one tonight. To test and shoot. It's gonna be a bloodbath on both sides. It's gonna be a lot of dead humans and a lot of dead visitors in this house. I ain't playing. Everybody gets in, but anybody can get shot. That's how we living right now. Okay. So it seems like you have about 2 weeks, basically. Hey! I'm not letting you in. I've got a gun. Delicious. Despair gives courage to the coward, yes. So, you alone? No, I'm not alone. Look at his face. He's like, damn. Okay. This guy. This kombucha is strong. Hey, fat ass. Okay, let's let him in. Very good, human. Lord. You got any beer? He said how you said that, human. Hello, my fellow earthling. Hey, this guy. Something special about this dude. I remember things were a bit different last time we crossed paths, yet we remain alive. It's a strange thing. I don't know how to explain it. I like to start our conversation with a divination. Tell my fortune by choosing a page in this book. Where should I open to? Which one did I do last time? I think I said at the end. Just open it right in the middle. Who are you? Me? I am I. You? You are home. Him. Yes, a tragic story indeed. Is this what awaits us? It's quite possible. Do you really believe that? Not entirely. I read it more as a form of advice, lest you forget a deed undone, or perhaps a call to attention. While I was considering its deeper meaning, a message flashed into my mind. When the cat's eye meets yours, be sure to show them inside. When the cat's eyes meet yours, be sure to show them inside. I can't say why just yet, but that should make things easier for you. For now, I'm going to have a nice long ponder about the selection you chose from the book. When the cat's eyes meet yours, let them inside. When the cat's eye, doesn't that sound like a clue? That sounds like a clue if I ever heard one. Smells like someone died tonight. It's gonna be somebody dead every damn morning, bro. We gotta accept it. Lord, this not. I think now we get the eye test, right? I think now we have access to the eye test. Let's see what's going on. Who was in here? Who was in here? The tall man. The tall man just died. Okay. Okay, so we got that guy. She's still alive. I let the fat dude in. She's still there. Where that fat dude at? The dude just sitting on the damn, or sitting in the bathroom. I'm listening, human. Speak. Are you a member of some faith? Yes, human, but my faith is nothing like the lowly religions you know. I worship the Holy Son itself, for she protects and loves us. But the imbeciles and sheep will only see it as a threat. They'll think it'll incinerate us all. Bullshit. Its righteous anger is directed solely at the seeds of evil and heretics, for they are the true sinners. But go outside. Take your fat ass outside then, boy. May those who dissent never find themselves beneath its scorching rays of salvation. They seek out the flames and are surprised when they find themselves burned. You heard right, human. FEMA are damned heretics. They interfere in processes that are beyond our control, the control of regular people. They stick their noses where they don't belong. May the sun incinerate the beamless assholes who threw my mother into that puddle. All right. I'm definitely checking this dude. I clean my teeth with a nice beer solution. It protects the enamel. Without it, I would have lost my teeth a long time ago. Okay. Let me check the eyes. Okay, who was the other person I let in? It was, who did I let in last night? It was Fat Ass and who else? Who else did I let in? I never checked this girl though. What happened to that man? I told him it doesn't matter what you do. One day, okay. Whatever. She talking a lot, boy. Let me just see the eyes. Okay. I'm gonna shoot the fat guy. I think it's him. Oh, I can't. Oh, you need energy to shoot. So, my bad. My bad. I thought you could just... Yeah, I thought you could just shoot at any time. Well, shit. Check this religious guy and closet girl. Yeah. I think, didn't I kill closet girl one time and she was a thing? I don't want to call them visitors anymore. It's cooler to call them a thing. The thing. All right. So I fucked up. I wasn't able to kill anybody, but we're letting everybody in, so we're gonna have numbers. Good evening. Okay, so he's FEMA. He's gonna take somebody. So he took the witch girl. Nothing we can do about that. And now we know they never return them. So once they're gone, I see your humble abode is the farthest one out here, child. I believe it would suit me just fine. Suit you for what? Lord have mercy. I'm speaking plainly, am I not? For hiding away, my child, I wish to stay here. And since we're speaking on the matter, allow me to inquire as to your amenities. You do have holy icons, I assume. I also require complete silence for prayer and contemplation. This isn't a hotel. Oh, thank heavens. I would never figure that out had you not informed me. I'm simply trying to find out if your hovel is worthy of my humble self. I cannot abide filth. Is that too much to ask, child? Okay. I'm sure we're going to have fun with that individual. Oh, okay. That's the daughter. Okay. Okay. Hey, the cat girl. They tell me to come, so I came. Not hot here. You remind me of someone. Do I? Sure. So what now? You tell me more or what? Strange thing to say. Prove that you're a person too. Oh yeah, okay. You got crusty old believer. Not supposed to be here. Go on, make leave. Okay, so I gotta make somebody leave. I'm always like, I feel like having that cat is important, so I'm always gonna take cat girl, crazy cat lady over anybody else. Okay. So what's that? We got one more. Nobody died. Nobody died. But then that could mean that the witchcraft lady was the killer. Okay, we got hairless armpits. All right. From the psychic cat lady. I mean, from the psychic lady. What the fuck? She gave me a number. Structure of an apple. The over apple. The land of mushrooms and paper. Feared of much, though it's so enchanced that their meat only tears and parting's doom. Check her breathing. Why won't you responding? I wish to die. Great. Ain't that fun? Okay. 1 jar of kombucha, please. 2 cans of Energeca. Okay. I'll get the Energeca for now. Alright, we ain't doing too bad right now. I never liked that fat dude. I feel like this cat lady is suspicious by default, bro. Oh. I know I want to kill her, but it's this fat guy, bro. Like, he's the one that I'm thinking is. But he don't. Fuck it. Fuck it. Shoot him! I fucked up. Oh, fuck. It might have been the cat lady. I mean, the psychic lady. Oh, damn. Who we got left? We got the closet girl. I had a bad feeling about fat ass. That's why I killed him. You know. I had a bad feeling about him. That's why. You look at her and realize this is overkill. You just want to know how I am. You better check them damn armpits. Fuck that bullshit. Somebody, this is overkill. That damn little girl end up chopping your ass up. Damn. So we got closet girl. This dude. So we 4 deep right now. Okay. Yeah, we got closet girl, crazy cat lady, little girl, and some dude and a cat. Okay. All right, let's take a nap. You keep assuming that the visitor is killing people every night. I mean, at this point, not really. We kind of already established that that's not the case. But damn, I shot old fat ass for nothing. But you know, you gotta make sacrifices. There we go. He said the cat's eyes meet yours. I don't know. That cat chilling. Whatever. We let. Oh yeah, okay, he's back. He ain't bringing him back. So of course, I feel like they take the girl every time. Like I don't think you're gonna be able to keep her ever. Hey, our good friend. The one in the suit. I can't do anything. Yes, I know. What can any one person do in the face of disaster, cosmic calamity, death? I'm not alone. Okay. This guy is fucking weirdo. Hey, wonderful. The cat's with you. What to do with the one who brought it is for you to decide. How do you know about the cat? Why did you ask me to let someone with the cat into my house? A powerful entity awaits the cat's approach. It is thanks to she that my eyes reach far. But even I do not see all. One thing is yet clear, though. Something wicked this way comes. You cannot halt it. Perhaps they'll mention it on the radio. Will you listen? I can't say more. I've already said too much. For 2 days yonder, testing portends doom. For 2 days yonder, testing portends doom. So I shouldn't test for like what, the next two days? So I'm not gonna test for 2 days. I'm gonna listen. I'm not gonna test for 2 days. We're just gonna let shit fly. Okay. We're gonna just let everything fly. You die, you die. If you die, you die. Oh, hey, it's a little girl here. Or the teenage runaway. Come on in. Oh, it's the old man. Okay. All right. Well, let's see how it goes. So we're not gonna test for the next 2 days. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna listen. We'll see. Nobody died. Nobody died. Surprisingly. I mean, you would think we would have at least a couple visitors in here by now. Nobody died. This is the perfect chance to save. I think it's a little early though. What day is? Let me check the day. Cause you only get 2 kombuchas throughout the whole game, and you have to order it. So where we at? Okay, so I'm gonna wait another day. Cause then we'll be at the halfway point. Cause the game is supposed to be like 2 weeks. So I'm gonna wait another day. And then I'll use the kombucha, and then I can order another one in a few days. Okay, FEMA. Oh. Okay. Kombucha. So no testing for 2 days. If you die, you die. Oh, Closet Girl got a friend. What happened to the hospitals? It was awful. When things started to go wrong, people rushed into the hospitals. Everyone was desperate to know if they were a visitor. We tried to explain that we didn't really know how to test for that, but nobody would listen. They kept pushing and shoving, making it impossible to treat those who were actually sick. In the end, FEMA showed up, and well, they decided the crowds were a threat to outbreak containment. So they took all the patients to the quarantine zones and the hospitals. Well, they just shut down. So FEMA put you out of work. To tell you the truth, after the hospitals closed their doors, I went to Tri-Age at one of the quarantine zones. So you're just another FEMA bastard. You don't know the whole story, and your words wound me. Maybe. No, forgive me. I'm not ready to talk about that just yet. Oh, yeah, I'm talking to her, too. Can't forget about Closet Girl. Although, I think I know that part of the story. Yeah, this is when I got suspicious of her. You seem like a visitor. Okay. Crazy ass bitch. All right. All right. Got the lolly. Does she qualify as a lolly? Might be a little bit too old. Kitty girl. Oh, are you even human? He said something about the radio too. Although I don't know if this is gonna make a difference. Mass civilian casualties. Oh, that's great. $100 says there's at least one visitor. Yeah, I agree. Somebody in here. There's too many motherfuckers in here for there not to be a visitor. Because I've been letting them in without any sort of vetting at all. That's the Gravedigger, man. All right, let's get drunk and go to sleep. I wonder if testing myself counts as ensuring my doom. Okay, so that's day 1 of not testing. Let me go outside. What we got? What the hell? Oh, I think that's that woman that's carrying her dead husband around. All right, FEMA guy. Is this when the dwarf shows up? Yep. Do you know me? The Book of Smiles. It says, spread and swallow the sun. Not a single place to be spared. The fun should not rise alone, for it's a festival. It is known. Golly, we can't allow that to happen. We must stop it together, my boy. You keep them. What if I say you keep them? Okay. Well, I didn't get the papers. I want to see if I could refuse the papers. So I don't have them now. Great. Okay. Day 7. So now we're gonna. Smells like someone died tonight. Yep. Someone's dead. Let's see who it is. Okay. Oh, of course it's not her. Damn. That makes her look very suspect. Wait a minute. Was there somebody else in here? That's it? I could have sworn I had somebody else in here. I'm tripping. All right, well, whatever. Well, this is a good time for kombucha. We're halfway through. Wait a minute. He said don't test for 2 days, right? So yeah, fuck it. I'm not gonna do it. Whoever killed him, you got away with it. Because testing means shooting. I mean, shooting means testing, so I can't. If I kill somebody, it counts as. So, no. Okay. Yeah. Damn, I can't even tell how much I got left. When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too. Damn. I like that. A bit of positivity in these dark times. Okay. What's the point of digging when no one buries the dead anymore? I don't really dig, just keep an eye out mostly. But after that mess, I started poking around fresh graves. I was real careful, no funny stuff. Thought maybe one of those freaks got buried by mistake. Had my shovel like a sword, ready to whack whatever moved. But nope, bones all where they should be. Corpses staying put, nothing crawling out. Got me thinking, maybe it ain't the dead coming back. Maybe visitors or folks who should have been buried, but weren't. You have no idea what the fuck is going on, bro. You have no clue. Okay. All right. Damn, you look suspicious. Don't come any closer. Sorry, I thought you were going to kill me. Why would you think that? I have no idea who's a visitor and who isn't. What if you're a visitor? Will you kill me? Skin me alive, peel it away. Please no, just kill me quickly and painlessly. I don't want to die in agony, please. I'm not going to kill you. How can I be sure? I haven't checked your teeth or your eyes. We're all going to die. It's just a matter of whether the visitors or the sun gets us first. There's no hope left. Death is coming for us no matter what we do. I want to be alone. Well, we can agree on that. Yes, this is day 2 of not testing anybody. So I'm going to listen to what he said. Oh, I forgot to get drunk. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And there we go. Just saves coming. I mean, again, you gotta be you gotta save for the right time. But it'll probably be today because we are after the 2 days where he said I shouldn't be testing. So I think now will be fine. A group of evicted stand by your neighbors ruined the house. They are in shock, whispering amongst themselves. Oh. Hey, it's the gunman. The dude from Hatred. Man, that's one googly-eyed ass cat, man. All right, let's see what's going on out here. Hey, I think he wasn't he. I think I killed him for no reason last time. Okay. All right. Who's that kid in the Who's that kid in a cap? My wife isn't very fond of kids, you see. Didn't expect to find someone that young here. You should leave. Yeah. Oh no! Can you let me in, pal? Who are you? What happened to you? I got caught in the midday sun, cough, cough, while putting out forest fires. I'm the only one left from my squad. The rest, the boss just wouldn't let them leave. Now they're on ship eternally. What are you going to do? I wanted to keep putting out those fires. I wish I could have died back there instead of the guys. But they made it pretty clear I'd done enough. Now I can't get home. Public transport ain't running no more. The only thing I can do now is rely on human kindness. You should leave. I have a cough slip of paper with me. It's some kind of important document. I'll give it to you if you let me in. Let me live my final days in peace. Now, I knew he was going to give me something, so that's why I said that. Come on in. I don't think I'll be in your hair for too long. Cough, cough. At least I won't have to die alone in the dirt. They gave us this slip of paper at work before we went to put the fires out. It's a mandate telling us to report to a FEMA quarantine zone. But why go if everyone who does ends up dead? Here, I don't need it anyway. You can throw it away or use it for something else. All right, so that's the incel burn victim finally got in after a bit of haggling. I'm just waiting by the door this time. Look at me. Is that it? Okay. Well, let's see who wakes up dead tomorrow. All right, so we're going to actually save today. I think now is the right time because I'm going to start popping heads. So it smells like someone died tonight. Okay, what do we got? Okay, the ear thing. All right, so let's, I should do it now, right? Hold up, get the cat. This one weird cat. All right, here we go. Kombucha. Bottoms up. Woo! It hits different when you get a big mouthful. Okay. So can we order yet? 1 jar of kombucha. Okay. So we're gonna save that one for when we get closer to the end. So it'll be about what, day 12, day 13, something like that. Okay, so who died? I bet it was the little girl. Yep. Damn. I swear that bitch in the closet just killing people. She's just killing motherfuckers. Okay. That's all we got? I keep feeling like I got a lot of people in here, but I really don't. I got enough though. It's like what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn. So if 5. Okay. So even when you let like everybody in, it doesn't get like too packed. And then on top of that, you can only let certain people in because if somebody's in their spot, then they're not gonna be able to stay. Okay, obviously she's very suspicious. We all know that. Did I ever check her out? Nah, bro, her eyes fucked up. I'm just gonna do it. Damn! She was not a visitor. Rest in peace. Well, all that suspicion placed on her, and she was innocent the whole time. That's fantastic. So let me think. I think he was test him. He got weed eyes. But don't they say like when their eyes are darting around, that means that they might have it? Oh hell nah, bruh. A dude like you would have hairy armpits. Ah, shit. But remember, we just saved. So now it's time to scum. Okay. Quit to menu without saving. See? I fucked up twice. But why would a stoner bro have like no armpit hair? It just don't make sense. All right. So I'm killing this bitch finally. I don't think I've ever killed this bitch. What her eyes look like though? Whoa. Lord have mercy. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Okay. Damn. I'm just checking everybody. Okay, so he wasn't one. I'm checking everybody. Fuck it. This is the time to do it. Whoa, he was one too. He was one too. Wow. Okay, so quit to menu without saving. So it's the grave digger and the crazy cat lady. Grave digger, crazy cat lady. Those are the ones. Wow. Like Closet Girl got so much suspicion and she was clean the whole time, bro. But I'm not surprised that this bitch is one. That's for sure. Wait, she what? Hold up. Hold up. What? But I didn't see like the distortion when I killed her this time though. Hold up. That was weird. I didn't see the distortion this time. I know it changes every playthrough, but I should have saw the distortion again, right? Let me try this again. So he was definitely one when I killed him. Okay. Lord. Okay, for some reason it didn't show last time. That's why it threw me off. But okay, so that was the perfect time to go ahead and clean the house up a little bit, as they say. Bro calls him an incel just because he's a burn victim. I know it's kind of fucked up, but it's the way he looked when he come to the door, bro. He looked like he don't get no pussy. But the FEMA notices allow you to pick who they're going to take. You have used them in any playthrough. I used it like one time. But I wasn't exactly sure how it worked. I kind of figured that that's what it was doing, but basically it's allowing you to kind of divert from someone that you know is human. So it's a strategic item. But hold up though. Now that you mention it, I'm glad you said that. Because if FEMA like shows up tonight, then I can just give them one of the goddamn killers, one of the visitors, right? Yeah. Let me see something. I'm a damn. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna check to see if FEMA shows up tonight, real quick. If they show up, what the fuck was that? Whoa! What the fuck? What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? What the fuck? How do we check the district? No, nobody living in it. All right, then goodbye. Those. What happened? What the fuck? Bruh, who gonna fix these doors? Wait, maybe I'm one. Did I, am I? Am I the visitor? Am I one now? What the fuck is this? He's not asleep. He should be. Are you lost? The doors all look the same in the dark. I needed the kitchen light, but there's a different echo resounding here. I heard the floorboards creaking from outside. That means someone's waiting. What are you looking for? Wrong smell, wrong voice. Sorry, this house is wrong. Bro, am I a visitor? I was one the whole time. I'm in here shooting people. Is this because of the dream? Who fixed the doors? Bro, what the fuck happened? Bro, what the fuck happened? That's crazy. But FEMA does show up that night. Something to keep in mind. I'm checking myself. Okay, eyes look fine. I'm just dirty as fuck. Okay. I'm good. What happened? All right. Let's quit to menu without saying. But FEMA does. We do know FEMA shows up that night though. So that's a good thing. We can divert FEMA. And how many of those things do we have anyway? I think I got like 2 of them actually. So I'm gonna give her a FEMA notice. Yeah, take this shit, bitch. And who was the other one? It was him, right? Oh, Gravedigger dude. All right. Yeah, so strategically that's smarter anyway. Because that way they don't take any humans. Yeah, that was a clutch reminder there from Clear. It's so goddamn hot. How are you feeling? Seems like it's even worse than I thought. I don't think I'll hold out longer than a week. It did ease the pain a little when you let me in though, thank you. But now I'm just sitting here while the rest of the guys are out there dying. I could have stayed with them. It's not like I've got anything to lose. I'm already on the way out after all. Hey, man, you got your life to lose. Life is always worth living. They chopped that girl up. Damn. Did that bitch dirty. They're coming for us. Death is calling. Oh, she tripping, bro. You don't seem well. I've seen the light. I am a visitor. We are as one with the humans. Reflections, mirrors, one and the same. Together we shall welcome death. You left me no choice. Do you hear how crazy you sound? Leave her alone. Maybe, I don't know. Like, maybe she did it. But when I killed her, she didn't come up as a visitor, though. Damn. Kombucha. All right, let's see what happens this time. I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of bullshit, though. Like, was I the visitor all along? Let me see. It didn't happen. Oh, it did happen. What is that? What the fuck? Bro, what the fuck is... What is that? Someone might enter your house as a human, but might transform into a visitor. It's never been more over. Black Sail, what's going on? You might be becoming a killer or a visitor. You know what I think, to be honest? I'm thinking this just might be some bullshit from the game to kind of force you into a corner. I don't think it's really, it probably has nothing to do with what I did. Because you think about it, what just happened? I cleared, basically I'm in position to clean the house up. I just saved halfway through the game. Like, I'm in a great position. I know exactly who the visitors are. Right, I'm just passing out pink slips. Okay, maybe if I eat the mushroom, maybe that'll prevent that from happening. The mushroom isn't even here. But yeah, I think honestly, I think it's bullshit. I think the game is just trying to basically give me a reset, so I won't have any kind of advantage going to the halfway point of the game. Think about it. It makes perfect sense, bro. Because this game always does bullshit like that. It never wants you to have any kind of an edge or advantage. And so I put myself in a great position. And then what happens? Oh, you had a dream that everybody is dead. But for what? Like, what did I do differently? Like, to where I should even... I didn't even know you could check this window. Small groups carrying their belongings gathered nearby. They whisper, careful not to be heard by female officers. Looks like they're from the quarantine zones and are moving into former residents' homes. Now the hanging man looks like a grim welcome sign. I never checked that window. That's crazy. All right. All right, I'm alone. Yeah. All right, this guy. Boom. Yep. Let him in. That's some bullshit. This guy. Ah, the fat bitch. Okay. That kid didn't come tonight. All right. Yeah, I don't think I have any choice though. I don't think I have a choice. Maybe the game has maybe it's detecting that I've been saved scumming, so it's punishing me. In which case, suck my dick. But then what's the goddamn point of even allowing the kombucha if you're gonna do that? Like, come on now. Yeah, so it happens regardless. So it's nothing I can do. The game just pretty much screwed me right there and just made me go through a reset. So it's no point doing anything tonight actually. And furthermore, I might as well just keep my FEMA cards for later. Because regardless of what I do, they're just going to take everybody. So, fuck it. Yeah, I like this game, but there's quite a bit of bullshit that keeps me from really ranking it too high. Because I feel like a lot of the things they do to try to keep the challenge up is bullshit. You know, like one of the things I like how you guys pointed out, somebody might be a visitor, but they don't kill or might not kill that night or every night. You know, like to me, that's a good idea to make it more challenging. But this shit right here is just like look, they're literally just trying to force me into a corner. Because I put myself in a good situation. I'm at the halfway point. I got to save, and I'm ready to clear out the house. So what do? Just take everybody. Reset. Boom. There you go. I mean, it's so obvious. That's why it pisses me off. Because it's like, it's fake artificial difficulty. Because essentially what they're saying is we never want the player to be comfortable, even if they earn it. I hate shit like that. If I do a good job, let me enjoy it. Shit. But no. Oh, you're doing great? Well, somebody just set your house on fire. Like that's what the game is. That's why I hate this shit. It's a cool game, but a lot of things that make it like challenging are just bullshit. Oh, thank you. All right, so we got our second kombucha. So we're going to save that for a couple days from now. Good day, homeowner. Are you renting out rooms here? He got a big ass head, bro. Something. I just let people in. Excuse me, did you say just let people in? Are you some kind of volunteer running a shelter for the homeless? I'm sorry, but I refuse to occupy any valuable square footage without paying my fair share. Pay what you want if you feel you have to. Excuse me, do I look like I need a favor? This guy's an asshat. Unbelievable. To think a member of the respectable rental institution would turn their nose up at good money. Fine, we'll sell this properly later with a full legal contract. Thank you, homeowner. We can discuss the rental terms in full detail later. I got one motherfucker in the house, bro. So I guess this is gonna be like the you were the visitor the whole time ending, basically. Is the cult here? Yeah, that okay. Well, we got some people here. All right, so we got 4 people. So it ain't that bad. We still cooling. We still cooling. just let the game play out. You might have to go through this to reach an alternate ending. Yeah, you know, it's just like I said, man. This point, I can see the game just it finds a way to fuck you over, even if it doesn't make sense. So, just kind of got to accept it for what it is. Like, this is definitely a game that's about trial and error. Like, but the reason why I don't respect it is because the game is sort of presented as such to where, you know, oh, you have to use your head, you got to think, but if you just create all these bullshit scenarios to screw over the player who's starting to figure things out, then that just confirms what I said earlier. It's all about trial and error up until the point where you just exhausted all options to just barely get a decent ending. And that's really what the game is. Like, I don't think there's a way of really like being like fucking mega IQ'd to the point where you just figure it out in your first playthrough. I think it's just a trial and error game. It's fun. I like the idea, but that's what it is. It's a trial and error game at the end of the day. It's your ability to discern and question things is not really going to help you much, because the game just comes up with too many ways to screw over the player, especially once you're doing okay, it seems. You know, I would just respect it more if you really could, you know, like go into the game and use your wits to kind of figure things out to maybe get it in like the first or second playthrough or so, but it doesn't seem to be built that way. All right. House. We don't have a mushroom. So I think if you don't accept those papers from that dwarf dude, the mushroom doesn't grow. What if the mushroom is there to like prevent you from turning into a visitor or something? Let's talk to this big head ass nigga. What now? Isn't it obvious we yet to finalize an appropriate rental agreement? Is that really so important right now? I'd also appreciate if you address me correctly and with the appropriate respect. Sir would do just fine. Honestly, manners these days. Just fuck off already. Actually, Article 21 of the Constitution guarantees my rights to basic human dignity. So mind your tongue. Dude, I don't like this guy at all. Let me test him. Let's see the teeth. Oh, okay. You got some very nice teeth there. Let me see the armpits. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Caught you, bitch. Hell no. Perfect teeth and no armpit hair. Bro, you are begging for it. Rent this. Boom. Okay. These guys are typically safe, right? But you guys did say that it changes every time, so I might as well do a quick test. Oh no. Damn, his eyes look nasty. He got gunk in his eyes. Okay. Well, whatever. That's about the best we can do. We need more people. We need more people in there for sure. It's a little lonely. The mushroom might not spawn because you rejected the book of Smiles guy. I think so. I think so too. Remember, you killed the cat lady and nothing happened, so save scumming might reset who the visitors are. But then the next time I did it, it was accurate. And I got the grave robber right on the money. But again, you could be right though. But to me, it kind of seemed like it might have glitched out. Okay, FEMA. Y'all going around killing dogs, bruh. Two female officers stand by a lamppost staring at the hanging man. Looks like they finally gotten around to the main attraction of the area. They look like clueless detectives, must be wondering how he got up there without a ladder. Maybe somebody stole the ladder. Oh, it's this guy. This is not good. Seems like the festival is still coming after all. Well then, I'm afraid all hope is lost. I bid you good day, good health, great joy, and plenty of smiles, my dear boy. Toodaloo. Well, he basically came to say, well, you're fucked, actually. This must be the pale man. Oh, it's a little boy. He's not asleep. He should be. Where are your parents? Parents don't have any, never did. Are they something we need? Need help finding your home. Wrong smell, wrong voice. Okay, well, whatever. Hey, I knew you were coming. Okay. Can you come back later? I'm not alone. Okay. Hey, that guy, the feeling is worse now. Strange. Is it because of all this destruction? I've already got all the help I need. I feel weaker. Okay. I'm starting to regret trusting you. I know I must sound strange. There was a reason we met. I remember that so clearly, yet now my vision is clouded. I see you lost in a dark forest surrounded by beasts. The basement. Something's buried there beneath the soil. You're meant to find it. I remember it was the right thing to do. It had to be done. And you, remember, jumping won't help you. Not yet. I need to be alone with my thoughts. Jumping won't help you. This guy. Okay. Okay, it's a busy night. Okay. All right. We'll wipe them out. Won't let no varmint within a mile of this place. Okay, so we got a couple people in the house now. Let's see how it goes. All right, dogs. Okay. All right. Nah, dog, you just don't like it getting harder. Nah, dude, I play harder games than this. I play fucking Bloodborne, like Dark Souls, shit like that. Like that's, even though those games are trial and error too, but at least like they're kind of fun as you figure it out. I don't like bullshit reasons for like keeping the player from being able to make progress or get ahead. You know, if it's my fault, I'll always own up to it. Like I feel like the best example of that is when it was pointed out that the visitors, they might not kill to stay low key. I did not think of that. I didn't even think of that. And so I'll take that. I fucked up. That was me fucking up. That was like a legitimate good game mechanic, making it so the visitors don't kill every night. Boom. So now it's like they're low key. But if it's bullshit, I'm going to always call it out. If it's me, if I just didn't think of it, or I was being, like I didn't think of it, or they just got a fast one on me, I'll always take accountability. But if I see bullshit in a game, I'm going to call it out. This game has quite a lot of bullshit. It's a trial and error game. I don't know if these guys are ever visitors, but I'm always check these dudes over them, because I've never seen any one of them be a visitor at this point. I think this is the first time I let this guy in, so let me talk to him a little bit. more of a ranger kid. Live way out in the wilds. No TV, just radio. That's how I found out what was going on. Decided I wouldn't let no one cross my threshold. No siree. My home's my fortress. What if one of them were a visitor? Sweet talks me, then slits my throat while I sleep. Well, the good thing about it is that if, as the owner of the home, I won't be killed first. So other people are... But I wonder if you only have a visitor in the house, will they kill you? I don't think I've ever been in that situation. What if one of them were a visitor? Okay. If I'm letting that tall son of a gun get his hands on me, he's the reason I gone left my cabin. I can see it in your eyes. You've seen him too, ain't you, son? So I ain't the only one. Yeah, I saw it. If you only knew what I done been through, kid, I'll talk about it, just not tonight. Bring me a beer tomorrow and you'll hear it all. I like this guy because we have something in common. But I still got to test you, buddy. All right. Okay, these people got some weird ass eyes. Every last one of them. Okay. I'm gonna do the eye test and the armpit test. I know this guy should not have bare armpits. Ugh. Why is the skin around his armpits like flabby like that? I'm just a normal fella, son. Don't know what you done expecting to see. All right, I got a good feeling about him. We're gonna roll with him. We're gonna roll with him. So we got the other guy too. Okay. All right. I'm gonna just go straight forward. Let me see your armpits. Okay, so he shaved. Okay. That don't mean I can trust him though, of course. All right, so this was the guy he wanted me to teach him how to kill. Let's check the basement, see if that mushroom grew yet. All right. I don't think, but let's try it anyway. I think you can only get in contact with Forrest like 3 times or so. All right. So it's day 10. We'll probably use the kombucha on like day 12 or so, because it's only 2 weeks. Let's nap up. Real life works the same way. You can't win in life using your brain alone. It's all about trial and error. I mean, a mix of both, sure. But I'm just saying that this game is primarily trial and error is what I'm saying. That's the problem. You know, I don't expect every game to be like, oh, you can just figure everything out just by thinking about it. But some games are definitely like leaning more towards trial and error than others. This is a very trial and error heavy game is what I'm saying. Like in fact, in real life, you can be taught like how to avoid certain situations. Oh, actually, oh fuck it, let him take him. We'll be all right. Because we're only like 4 days away from the end anyway. So if I keep letting people in, the main thing I'm worried about is just, you know, being left empty and then the pale man shows up and I can't do anything. Where are the people you took? Cut the bullshit. Yeah. I can't say I mind that. Let's do our try again. They're all dead. I wonder if I have all 3 of his followers left, like what would happen then? But I don't know. I might load it back up and see what'll happen, because then I could give the FEMA notices to the other two guys, and then I can keep the ones in the coat, and then he'll be like, hey, my friends are still here. But we'll try that later. But it seems like whenever FEMA shows up, they do tend to go for those coat guys. So he's gonna want to test me this time. I think the time I got killed, I showed him my teeth. Never show him your teeth. Okay. Don't I just look normal? You can do in a single night. One slip up and everyone's dead. You're clear for now, but I see something even slightly off about you. Okay. That's it? Shit. Okay. All right. Fungal growth in the underarm area. That happened to me. Damn. Now I'm a little worried. I've had that before. But maybe some of obviously some of the signs are not 100% accurate though, because you could just have really nice teeth. But the thing about that guy, you can't do the same test twice. And so I think if I show him my armpits and they have fungi, he would definitely try to shoot me. And then I would get that same old ending again. Okay. I like this guy. Let me pull up a chair. Let me crack a kombucha with you. Any one of us could be a visitor. Got me that beer? Yes, give him the beer. That'll do, kid. Like I said, I was holed up in the cabin, keeping myself to myself. Then one day, this fella gonna show up, desperate, starts banging on the door, begging me to let him in. But I ain't going cuckoo just yet. He was pale and shaken up, like he's seen death itself. No clue how he got that deep into the woods. Didn't look like no hiker I'd seen before, so I told him to beat it. He tried to break the window, but I told him I had a rifle and that sent the varmint running. Figured that'd be the last I saw of him. And then what? I was sure I'd never seen hair or hide of him again, but later he done found me. But I'll save that tale for another time. Yeah, I mean, shit. Bring me some beer tomorrow, son. I'll finish the story. Okay, so we got that guy, him. Oh shit! It's just two left. Oh my god. Okay. So I tested him pretty good, but I only had a little test for him. What did I check? I think I checked his armpits, right? Okay, a little bloodshot and shifty. Well, I probably wouldn't kill him anyway because we're kind of short on people. Yo, I didn't even have time to mess them up. I'm always on the run. His hands are fucking filthy, bro. His hands are fucking filthy, bro. I saw a YouTube video showing it. Oh, why would you do that? Well, I guess you ain't playing the game, so. I'm not gonna read that post though. I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna read it. You might say something spoilerific. You might say something that I shouldn't hear. Okay, well, we got two, so I'm definitely not safe from FEMA. Yeah, it seems like when that guy comes back, whichever ones in the cult that are left, they'll leave with him or just disappear. Energeca. I already got Energeca coffee. So, let's do it. Yeah. Am I seeing shadows? All right, that's it. Let's roll with it. Okay. Oh, damn. Oh, boy. Burning houses blaze bright, screams echo in the distance. You know that madman is behind all this. Could your house be next? Will he come tomorrow, next week? You'll likely meet that lunatic face to face. It's only a matter of time. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I know. You're really depressed. Have a good night. Okay. They told me this would be our last little chat. Everything's coming to an end. Okay. I think I'm good, though. Okay. There are many people here. Okay. You alone? I'm not alone. Okay. You know what's interesting? I let literally everybody into the house and still ended up coming down to two. But it was really because of that part when that part when everybody just disappeared that night. Hello, resident. Okay, I remember this guy. I turn my anger on myself so no one else has to suffer. I swear, this guy reminds me of people I've met on the fucking internet. Hey, this guy looks nice. Has a girl in a poncho with purple hair been by here? If you're looking for the brothel that's up the street, we don't have anyone like that here. She's my daughter. Was that the runaway? I haven't been able to find her since all this shit started. We were supposed to leave this place. Then that abnormal heat wave hit. I passed out, and when I woke up, no one was home. No note, no trace. My daughter had just vanished. Where do you want to go? Somewhere FEMA can't reach us, far away from here, basically. See, they're kind of looking for me because I know too much about them. Maybe those bastards took my daughter, maybe not. If he's talking about that runaway girl, she's dead. I think she got killed by one of the visitors in my house. Great job I did protecting the children. If they did, they won't touch her. It's me they want. Hold up. I never get used to that shit. Just let me crash here for a couple days until FEMA leaves the area. Then I'll move on and keep looking for my daughter. I even tell you everything. I know exactly where the visitors came from. Come in. There aren't many people left today who actually hear folks out. People like you are the ones who will make it through this nightmare. Because you and I, we're immortal. What the fuck? Might wake up dead with this dude in the house. Oh, okay. I remember her. That's the girl who's carrying her dead husband around. Okay, looks like no one else is coming tonight. Okay, what day is it? Tomorrow's the 12th. So it's getting about to that point where I should save. Smells like someone died tonight. Breaking news, glaciers melting. Rapid pupil movements. End of broadcast. Let's see what's going on in the house. All right, so we got the angry. I feel like this is the type of guy that posts on poll on 4chan. It's the vibe I get from him. Dude, man, I swear, like, now I want to go in somebody's house and just post them on the dresser like this. Like, just they come in, I'm just like this. Oh man, I like this guy already. Okay, who died? Who was it? Oh no, my hunter buddy. No, you bastards! That was my favorite guy. He was a real one. A little suspicious and paranoid, but these days, these headphones are too tight too. My ears are too small for this. Okay. Okay, I'll leave you be. All right. Why did you leave me? Nobody in the closet. I'm just dying for a drink. What did you mean when you said we're immortal? Well, you could shoot yourself in the head and see for yourself if you want, but I recommend against doing that if I were you. Of course, we're not immortal in the way you're thinking. After death, we reincarnate and live again. Then we die once more, and the cycle of rebirth continues on. I know how that sounds, but if you've seen what I've seen, you understand. Maybe the visitors were once human, then reborn. I can't say for sure. I don't know how this shit works. I'm certain nature keeps plenty of secrets from us, but I'll find my daughter one day. I'm not sure if I'll do it in this life or the next, but I will, because we never truly die. I gotta say, you know, if out of all beliefs, the belief of reincarnation probably bothers me the most. I really hope we don't. I really hope we don't reincarnate. That's what I do not like. Lord, like, okay, Islam, Christianity, reptilian humanoids ruling the planet from the fourth dimension, Big Bang atheism, we just go into oblivion after death. I can accept any one of those. Fine. Reincarnation to me is the scariest, worst possibility. I can dig a hole here. Oh shit! I didn't even know this. Cause yeah, think about it. Like you could get reincarnated as a puppy who gets thrown into a fucking river. Right, and then your next life is like in a rape dungeon somewhere. Like God, reincarnation is spooky to me. Reincarnation is like the scariest possibility for afterlife, if you ask me. All right, let me test this guy. I knew you'd say that. Oh, wait a minute. I should have saved. I forgot to save. All right. I haven't slept in days. Whoa. I should have saved. I fucked up there. I did. I fucked up. But I do have those interjectors. So if I need extra energy, I can just do that. Yeah. And I got a coffee. All right. So who we got? We got this guy. And don't we have 2 in here? Okay. So we got 4 people in the house. So yeah, let me test everybody out. Armpits. Huh. Pull the trigger and you'll learn nothing about the visitors. Bruh, you was a visitor the whole time, bitch. You killed my homie probably. Fuck you. All right. So this guy, I don't give a flying. He got the same type of armpit. Bruh. I mean, I feel like I don't even have to load up. I mean, what's left? We got, oh, well, she could be one. She could be one for sure. She could be one. Pet the cat. Damn. Most of the endings are so obscure, I have no idea how to attain them. The cat has eaten in 2 weeks. I mean, we have food. What I don't get is that you got to have cat food for the cat, but you can feed cats human food. Do you have a schedule, and how long are you going to be on? I've been waiting for 2 days for you to pick and choose which one of these ugly ass people are human or not. Terry with 2 dads, welcome to the stream. I do not have a schedule, and I probably should, but you know, it just kind of comes and goes when I fucking feel like streaming. But here we are. That hole wasn't always there. Agreed. Yeah, you just reminded me about that damn hole. In fact, let's save scum a little bit. Let's save scum a little bit. Let's save scum a little bit. And if you dig, your fingernails get dirty. Okay. Let me try something. If I have even one energy pip, can I dig again? Let's learn something here. So I can dig here. I wish I would have knew that days ago. Run. What the hell? You see that? It says run. Dude, what the hell? Who's there? I thought I heard something, I think. What are you doing under my house? What? Speak up. My ears are full of dust and soot. I can't hear a damn thing. We're under your house. Well, let's hope it doesn't fall on our heads. Why are you down here? Me and the boys figured we'd dig some tunnels to hide from the heat. We barely even started to dig, and look, we found a whole underground network. There used to be even more of them. Some collapsed recently. These tunnels go deep, real deep. No clue where they end. But forget that because we found something else. What is it? There's a hole. Something's going on near it too. A real quiet hum, and it never stops. Animals go silent near it. Compasses go nuts. Flashlights can't cut through the dark. One of our guys went in. I stayed up here just in case he needs a hand. Listen, if you're thinking about coming down here, steer clear of that hole. We tried digging near it, and it nearly brought this whole place down on our heads. What the fuck? Bro, it's always some more crazy shit in this game. Like right when you think you've seen it all, it's something else. I'm running in a tunnel under the house. All right, I think that's it. I can't do anything else. Ah. Damn, now I'm lost. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, I didn't kill any of the visitors. Damn. You know what? I just saved, and the game is about to end anyway, so I'm not gonna stress about that. Um, let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Maybe we'll get enough people to come in tonight to where it'll mitigate the damage. Not really sure why the hell I bothered though. If my brother, okay, so he's gonna test me again. Um, better not show hands. Yep, clean. All right. That guy coming just to shoot me in the face, bruh. Okay, this woman. How are you? Okay, so we got one. It's that dude. Lord, he looks terrible. My vision's fading. I barely see anything now. Has she left me? You look bad. She kept me going all this time, and now she's just going to take it all back. What was the point? Are you dying? What a strange question. I don't understand any of this anymore, but I used to, I think. I remember just one word, jump. What does it mean? Is it a message meant for you? Remember when I asked you to read my fortune from the book? Would you do it again? I'm scared. Maybe it will help. 10th page. Are you screamed out like the pirates of ruin? I don't have the strength to keep reading. I think I'll be going now. Goodbye. Damn. Oh, the sisters. But if I let too many people in the house, I won't be able to kill everyone. I gotta be careful too. So who's in the house? It was. Damn, I forgot. Shit. Yeah, if I let too many people in the house, I won't have enough energy to kill everybody or to get rid of everyone I need to. Okay. I'm gonna turn them away. All right. Wait a minute. Let's check right here. Damn. Every nearby house is in ruins. Your home is the last one standing. No one else is left to shield you from the madman's ire. Whatever happens next, it will happen to you. God. Female officers surround the burned bodies. They document cultist deaths. Faces frozen in terror and agony as if they saw something horrible before dying. It just gets worse and worse, man. Smells like someone died tonight. Okay. All right. So I think today I really need to clean house. I remember he was one. And who else was it? Was it him? Yeah. All right. Ah, the bathroom girl got killed. Okay. So, wait, so who's left? Just those two? Shit. You can't get reincarnated as things that don't have souls. But what has souls and what doesn't? A lot of cartoons support reincarnation. Avatar, The Last Airbender, Legend of Korra, Naruto, Yu-Gi-Oh. You can still give them FEMA notices to the visitors. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. What if everybody is dead? Maybe that's the way to go. Like, just kill everybody. I don't think, yeah, 'cause I don't think the Pale Man is coming back, right? Like, that was his last visit last time, right? I could be wrong, though. Let me talk to the guy in here. Are your friends not back yet? They're fine. One went in deep, but he'll be back. Knows how to sniff out and exit that one. The other's on the rope. He'll give it a tug when he's ready or if something goes south. See? The rope's taut means he's still down there working. We know if something was wrong. Aren't you worried something happened? Visitors, that's what we've been saying. We think these tunnels are theirs and that hole might be some kind of gate. What if the answers are down there? Not all of them, sure, but why they came up, what they want. Just think about it. One trip down and maybe we finally figure it out. I go myself, but someone's got to keep the rope steady, yeah? You don't look built for heavy lifting, but I could yank you up, no problem. How about you go look and I keep watch? Can I mean, it's better than being in this damn house. So the ending I just got, I might have got because I had visitors in the house. Ugh. Damn. That armpit test seems to be very reliable. What if I just kill everybody? Okay, he wasn't one. Yeah, dude, I'm just killing everybody now. I've gone off the deep end. But I know we're getting close to the end, so. See, look, there's no time for that today. Yeah. No one's coming. Okay. All right. So everybody's dead. At the very least, nobody can kill me. Okay. I'm all alone. All right. You gotta show some love to the cat. I killed everybody in the house just to be safe, pretty much. All right, let's see. Wait a minute. Hold up now. You made your way down to the cellar with the other. What other survivors? I killed everybody. Bruh. So it seems like that didn't even matter. Everybody was dead, bro. I mean, I guess unless you count the miners, the people from the mine, but they'll. All right. Wait a minute. This might be different. No one envies the living. Yeah, this is a different ending. One day you catch an announcement on the radio. Solar activity is fading. Scientists predict in a couple of days would be safe to go outside during daylight hours in a few days' time. You feel disappointment. You realize you'll live through this year after all. Damn. But then what? Will next summer be the last? The thought of waiting for the end is a suffocating burden. Come on, bruh. But at least one of the others seems happy. Who knows? Maybe there's still a decade left ahead of you. Oh, I made it. But it's kind of depressing because the main character is like, he's disappointed. It's like he wanted to die. But fuck him. Shit, nigga, we made it. Yeah, I survived. I'll take it. I know that's not the best grand secret ending where you discover that the fucking visitors are the star people granting immortality to the chosen few. All right, I got you. But fuck it, I made it. Shit. I get to continue my comfy life in the middle of nowhere. I'm not mad at that one. That's an acceptable ending. But you know what's fucked up about it though? This is what's fucked up about it. In the end, the correct thing to do is just kill everybody. Like, just use people to keep the pale man away. Use people to hand out the FEMA so they can be satisfied. And then just shoot everybody. Bruh. Like, what type of message is that? What type of... I should not have gotten even a halfway decent ending for playing like that. I pretty much just used the survivors as a shield against the Pale Man and FEMA, and then killed everybody on the last day. And then hid in the basement. I got a worse ending. Dude, nah, bro, fuck this game. Nah, bruh. Fuck this game, man. Nah, this is what I'm talking about. I got a worse ending trying to actually think about it and be like, let me kill the right person and I'll leave this one. And okay, he's good. I tested him. I got torn to pieces. I said, fuck everybody. Fuck you, fuck him. People waking up dead. I'm like, oh, well, who am I going to shoot today? FEMA shows up. Take him. You want 2, 3? Have fun. Then on the last day, boom, boom, boom. Hide in the basement. Get on the radio. Hey, everything's going to be fine. Well, here we go. Dude, that's why I like the game. It's a nice vibe. It's a cool idea, but this shit is poorly executed. This is a poorly executed game, bro. The fact that I did worse when I tried to actually think about it and use discernment, basically playing the game, using the mechanics the way this presented to me, I got a worse ending than when I said, fuck it, let everybody in, use them, abuse them, then kill them on the last day. Bruh. This game is fucking stupid. God. The basement became a universe. Windows brick shut, voices merged with the ticking clock. The sun fades, but torment does not end so gently. I don't give a damn, bro. Nigga, you made it. Nigga, you made it. How many ends is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 10. What about people? Have I seen everybody yet? I still haven't seen all the people yet, though. Is this what Ukrainians look like? Damn. They some ugly motherfuckers. Damn. Man. Sloppy sex with the fat lady. I'm good on that, bro. That ending is that's not. I'll take it. It's basically saying you survive, but you're still a depressed fuck up who has to go through the dullness of everyday life. But it's better than getting torn to pieces by visitors in your basement. It's better than the tall, pale man strangling you to death. The ending where you become a mass murderer, though, that's fucked up, but that's not that bad. The message is, welcome to the real world. Damn. That's the message. Survival of the fittest. I mean, but still, like, that's funny, but it detracts from the game mechanics. And I think that's what really makes it silly, because it's like now if that's the case, it undermines the complexity of the game. It undermines all the testing and this and that. At the end of the day, it's just use people and kill everybody. That's what makes it bad. Like you pretty much wasted a lot of time creating this complex system of clues and hints and trying to talk to people and trying to figure out what they're about, when at the end of the day, it's like, fuck everybody, use them and kill them. Waking up dead, I know. Woke up dead. They did a whole joke about that, I think, in Scary Movie 3. What were the other endings you got so far? So the other one I got, so this one, it was similar to the last one, but I went to the basement with people that I thought were human. So I was trying to play the game the right way and try to kill the right people and leave humans alive. Now, people had speculated that maybe one or two of the people that I had alive might have still been visitors, even if they tested correctly and weren't killing. That's possible. But basically, I was trying to play it the right way and try to help people and only kill visitors and leave human beings alive. And I ended up being killed by the same people I was trying to save. This ending right here, this is when you are killed by the pale man. So if the pale man kills you, you get this ending here. And I got this ending when this guy, he goes around hunting visitors, but he's so deranged and gung-ho that he ends up killing humans along the way too, because he's just like super paranoid. And so he tested me at the door and didn't like what he saw, and he shot me, but I shot him back, and I ended up beating him to death. But in the process, I ended up becoming just like him. And so I became a mass murderer like him, going around trying to hunt visitors, but killing humans at the same time out of paranoia and fear. But those are the 4 endings that I've gotten thus far. Damn. The moral of this game is basically be like, well, you know, we haven't even gotten, I'm sure we haven't gotten the best or the good endings either, though. But it's more so just the fact that you can get a decent ending just by being a complete asshole. But I don't know exactly what the moral of the game is until I got like until we see like the best ending. We don't really know like what message the developer is trying to sell here, because I'm sure that's not the best ending, but it's adequate. It's adequate, and you know, I would even say realistically, it's factual. Right? That in a situation like this, you would get further being a complete asshole than trying to help people. I can see that, but I'm saying more so just from like a gameplay perspective. You know, essentially you're rewarding the player for undermining the game's mechanics, and that's not good game design. The fact that so far I got the best ending by completely disregarding the whole purpose, or like the way the game is supposed to be played, or at least in terms of like the things you can do in terms of like betting people, like that's ridiculous. That's crazy shit. But you know, it's a cool game though. It's, again, it's more so like the idea of it. Like the idea of it and just kind of playing along with it is fun. I just think it's kind of poorly executed, you know? Too much trial and error. And it just seems like so far so much of the game is set up to, like I said, it undermines its own mechanics by making trial and error more important than discernment and rewarding you for undermining the game mechanics. I wonder if I can sneak out another ending though if I go back to where I saved. But what could I have done differently? I don't know if there's anything I could have done differently, because I was pretty much ass out. I was pretty much ass out there. Master music typing effect gamepad. Yeah, I feel like I'm satisfied with the ending, to be real. But I'm trying to think, like, is there any other way? Is there any other way we could play that would maybe get a different ending? I'm trying to think, like, what could I do differently this time? Like, I tried taking the game seriously and trying to vet the people and let the right people in. And then I also tried saying fuck it. But I think probably getting the other endings comes down to things like the mushroom, digging in the basement, stuff like that. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Let's do it. We going in again. We're going in one more time. We're going in one more time. So this time I'm going to focus more on the things outside of the people you're letting in and out. I'm going to more so, of course, I got to make sure we have enough people so the pale man doesn't kill me, FEMA, etc. We're going to still do all that stuff. But this time I'm going to try to figure out, that dwarf that gives me those notes with the cryptic hints on them. I'm going to try to decipher that, the mushrooms in the basement, the hole in the ground. We're going to focus on those things this time and see what we can do. That's the capitalism society we live in, Unc. Yep. Try to talk to the miner. The game is based on Ukraine. No wonder everybody is ugly. You need to meet the, why are you saying that, PlayStation? You know something I don't know? Hold up. Let me just try what PlayStation said. I'm not. He might have knowledge based on his research, if we'll call it that. But at this point, I guess it don't really matter. But I'm not sure if I can even get into the basement on that day. But let's see. Oh shit, I fucked up actually. Nah, I fucked up. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try it. Let's see if this will do anything. PlayStation man seems confident, so he must know something I don't know. That's so funny, bro. I threw all reason and logic out the window and just said, let everybody in and use them. And then when it comes down to it, kill them. And the game is like, you survive. You survive. Lord. Okay, so we're back in the hole. Okay. 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 All right. So we talked to him. All right. So we're gonna see if on the last day we can get into the basement. I didn't think of it because I didn't think we could get into the basement on the last day. They kind of limit your options to nailing the door shut. I mean, nailing boards to the windows. But I didn't. I don't think I checked the basement, so we'll see. Okay. So I let him check the armpits, right? Okay. And then he leaves. Bye bye bye. This guy. I never seen him before. All right, but we're just trying to check to see if this will work. So I ain't worried about conversating. Let's just see. Oh, this guy. Damn. You look bad. Somewhere toward the end. We've been on the train to nowhere for the longest time, but the road roars on beneath its wheels. I get it now. Goodness, I just remembered something. Thank you. I'll be going now. Goodbye. Damn. I wonder what he remembered. This guy? Like I already read. Whatever. Okay, no one else coming. And of course, somebody's dead. But we're not worried about that today. Okay. Let's go back to the basement. So this is the 13th, right? Oh, man. Wait a minute. Did he dig? Like, how much did he dig? He didn't dig all this, did he? Most of it had to already be there. Oh, yeah. Oh, well. Damn. Who was in here anyway? Oh, I know he in there killing motherfuckers. Okay, that was her. No, I didn't see it that time. Great. Oh well. All right. I got too much energy. You guys are fucked. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so nobody's coming tonight. Okay. All right, let's check the basement. I can't go in the basement. I can't go in the basement. So, yeah, I can't go in the basement. I figured that. Yep. Not surprised there. Can't go in the basement. So I would have to start all the way over. Too much energy. I have to kill someone. That's normal behavior. I don't know for sure how to get it. Yeah, no, I see what you're saying, but I think it was too late. I think it's one of those things where you have to have already dug the hole and you have to talk to him over the course of several days before you probably get that option. I think I took too long to dig that hole, basically. Yeah, I don't think it matters. Like, I don't think it matters who you have, bro. I think you end up getting killed by visitors if you make it that far. Yeah, I don't think. I think. Yeah, I don't think. I think. Damn. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Shit. Is he always the first one? All right, at least something's consistent in this game. Okay. Oh God. Yeah, I think I would have had to started it earlier, basically. I think that's the only way. Lord, man. But you know, I gotta be honest. At this point, I don't even feel like going through all the trouble anymore. Look, I have an ending that I'm satisfied with. I have an ending I can live with. And at this point, like I said, we've established that the game's mechanics aren't even as important as they make them out to be. So I don't even feel like going through all this bullshit trying to get some super obscure ending or something like that. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell? What are we doing? Oop, that's the wrong one. Hey, but hold up. I'm going to do like PlayStation, just look it up. I'm just gonna go look it up. But I like the game, you know, and this is my review. I like the game, but um, it seems like the the whole idea of trying to vet people and test it doesn't seem like it's as important as the things that are happening, or like the other things that are happening around you. You can get a decent ending without having much regard for for the people coming into your home. And the best endings are probably based on figuring, like being able to decipher the weird things, like the mushroom, the hole in your the hole in the ground in the basement, the slip of paper that the dwarf gives you. So I think that's really what you have to focus in on if you want to get one of the better endings. You're not gonna get it by really just trying to take care of letting the right people in your house, killing the visitors and things like that. Like that's not really where the best endings are gonna be, and not even a decent ending. But oh well, it is what it is. I'm just a little disappointed about that, you know, because it's such a good idea, right? Like having the people come to your door, then determining whether or not you want to let them in, and then you let them in, somebody dies, and then you got to check body parts and talk to them to figure out if they're suspicious or not. But it just seems like in the end that wasn't really the most important thing. The most important thing was just killing motherfuckers. Using them and killing them, and then all the weird shit on the side. All right. No, I'm not human endings. Um, I don't want like some deep explanation though.
The full version is finally here, and we got
Okay, let's just, all right. Let's just go ahead and watch it. Let's go ahead and just watch this shit. Hold on, let me see. Oh, this one screen record. Game. That's it. Okay, there we go.
got so many different endings and different visitors this time around. The story stayed ambiguous, and there's so much left for us to interpret and theorize on. The game has about 10 different endings, with each one of them unveiling parts of the strange story. I already went over the story, and the best possible ending in my opinion, where we meet a godly deity inside a mysterious hole, which is only found through letting the Persian cat in, who pulls the rug on the floorboards, revealing a secret hatch door, going down in.
So the only way to get access to the basement is by letting the cat. I didn't even realize that. So the cat pulls the rug, which reveals the basement. But it's your house. Why would you have not known about the basement in your house, dude? Silly game, silly
To the
game.
hatch, we uncover a half-dug path which leads to a tunnel system. In here, we can discover a man who has sent one of his friends down a mysterious hole, not knowing what is down there. Going down ourselves, we enter a paranormal place where we find a floating object known as Death. This entity speaks in riddles and seems very peaceful and merciful. It seems as if this deity is some sort of a judge to what sort of character we are and knows too much about people it has never met before. Meeting the protagonist, the entity instantly knows who he is and what he most desires. For him, he teleports the protagonist into a lonely place, somewhere plentiful, a grassland with one lonely.
Can we? Hold up. You just want the neat ending. I got it. I'm all right with it. I can live with that one. The only bad thing about it is I had to kill a lot of people to get there, but it is what it is. Can we suggest your next game, or do you already have one? If you want to suggest something, because it's October, I only do survival horror games during October. So, and really, I do those most of the time anyway. But if you have a survival horror game suggestion, I will strongly consider it.
house. The entity describes it as a place that the protagonist has always wanted, and as such, it provided this place to him. Entering the house and the place, the protagonist slowly transcends humanity and every feeling revolving around it. He forgets about his fears and anxiety. He doesn't feel lonely anymore and feels at complete peace and calm. He seemingly spends the eternity there, ignorant of the misery in the outside world and every challenge anyone is faced with. It's unclear what this place is and what the entity was, but my best guess is that the protagonist died when falling into the hole and instead entered the afterlife, where he would spend the rest of his days in a lonely place, yet being at peace and calm. To some, this might seem like a horrible end, but for the protagonist, this is an ending where he can feel at peace, as he even slowly forgets how he ended up here and who he spoke to before entering this place.
So, okay, this ending is considered to be one of the best. It's like basically blissful death, where you meet some sort of deity and he transports you to like this perfect or like ideal place where you can live in peace, in isolation, and by yourself. And that's it. But what that really means is still kind of unknown. Like, are you dead? Is it purgatory? You don't really know. But the fact is that you get transported here and it's bliss. It's like just blissful silence, peace, loneliness, or solitude rather. I guess this is all right too, but you know, I guess like I look at things differently because I'm not a depressed piece of shit. So, you know, I wouldn't mind just surviving and going back to my everyday life. So I don't look at this as being like the best ending if you're just basically, you know, like dead, but living in like a dream state as you transition towards the afterlife or something. Again, we don't really know what this is, so you can't really say whether it's good or bad. It's very ambiguous, but it's the best ending for the protagonist. Something about the protagonist in this game, like he's depressed and kind of just sick of life, you know? And even with the ending that I got where he survives, he's like, damn, but I don't really want to survive.
Another ending which could also be found in the demo version of the game is where we let the super visitor in, the tall pale man, or he figures out that we are alone in the house and he welcomes himself in by quite literally breaking the door down. This visitor is one of the most mysterious characters throughout the game. Through his later conversations, he claims that he has been sent by a group just like himself to specifically target the protagonist, as he claims the protagonist is chosen. He even implies that he knows the protagonist and who he is. He even makes comments such as the protagonist being lonely and struggling with decision making, something that he wouldn't have to worry about anymore if he joins him. And by joining him, it means certain death. Here we get a little animation of how terrifying it is when he gets in. The results of the super visitor coming in is very quickly revealed, with him seemingly snapping the protagonist's neck and killing him as soon as he enters. We then get a depressing and sad outro to this ending, on how with the owner's disappearance, the house was abandoned with no one entering it, even though it's a perfectly nice and empty house. With passage of time, the house falls apart, being a distant memory just like the owner. One of the main characters who knocks on our door is a vigilante who holds a machine gun and interrogates the protagonist to reveal parts of his body to prove that he is not a visitor. This character is decorated with a few necklaces which are adorned by severed fingers and pulled out teeth of his victims. These are victims he addresses as visitors, victims who he killed through pillaging and purging towns and villages. This man is also
Like,
seen
one-
attacking
basically, I
several
think the way
people
it's set
and
up
groups of people
is that
hiding
you
in
gotta
the
keep
neighbor's
talking to
house,
him,
and
and
then
then eventually
eventually
you'll be
he
able to
goes
get in
on
there. I
burning
couldn't
all
get
the
in there.
surrounding houses with all the survivors within
I
them.
think I'll
During
just
one of
do that.
his interrogations, if we show a body part which might be mistaken with one of the identifying signs of the visitors, the madman vigilante doesn't waste any time to point his gun at the door, ready to kill the protagonist. The protagonist doesn't hold back either, just hoping
I got
that
this
the
one.
vigilante will put his gun down. But of course, the vigilante is angry, screaming from the bottom of his lungs, and he starts shooting. The protagonist shoots back, which leads to the madman actually dying. A panicked and nervous protagonist, who has also been shot, starts beating the lifeless corpse of the madman, angry for all the innocent people that he had killed and burned. He takes a vow that he will not stop there and will kill anyone who has a weapon, who becomes a vigilante himself against the other vigilantes. There is one ending which isn't too easy to achieve. In here, we need to identify all the humans correctly and save them, while shooting or avoiding any of the visitors. This will lead to one of the better endings, but still, it will be a miserable end. Throughout the story, watching the news and listening to the radio, we hear two opposing sides of the story. On the TV, we only hear good things about FEMA, while on the radio, some independent sources and secretive broadcasters report on how FEMA is a hostile and violent organization who have a zero-tolerance approach to containing and controlling the country. While on the TV they are only reported to be good people who are watching over all the citizens, the radio reports that they are all lies, as FEMA is the cause behind so many deaths, and they are ruthlessly killing people in the quarantine zones that they have set up. In one breaking news, FEMA reports that a madman shut down an entire quarantine zone, killing every survivor within it. But the radio reports on how it was FEMA who did it, and they are trying to blame it on the vigilantes. The radio also reports that they are shooting everyone and closing down the quarantine zones, and as things only get worse, they even infiltrate homeowners' houses and use them as shelters for others. Eventually, FEMA silences all these secretive broadcasters, and at the end, they even shut down the state media, taking control of the radio and the TV. They only report their own propaganda and have full control over the country, as they even toppled down the government, claiming the government had been infiltrated by the visitors. They then claim that everyone has escaped from the quarantine zones, possibly to give themselves an excuse to execute everybody. And they tell the surviving people in their own homes to board up their windows and doors and to avoid letting anyone in. This leads to the protagonist taking the remaining survivors with him to the basement, where they have some reserved canned food and vegetables. After 2 months of miserable survival in the basement, having all the doors sealed, with everyone waiting for their inevitable death, they tune into the radio to hear something surprising. The new government, FEMA, reports that the solar activities of the sun have started to calm down, with the scientists predicting that it will be safe to go out during the day in a couple of days. This news is supposed to be happy, but for some weird reason, the protagonist feels disappointed, as if he was waiting for his demise or something else.
Look,
As he
that's his
contemplates
damn
more about it, he realizes that he was lonely. He had nothing better to look forward to, and this apocalypse was something that took his mind off of his miserable life. That's when he thinks he might live another year, maybe the next after, or maybe at least 10 more years. But is this good or something that doesn't really matter?
Yep. That was the ending we had just got. I'd say that's decent. It's just more so the
This ending is
protagonist
similar to the
depressed
last
himself,
one, but here we have let in some visitors by mistake, and we are trapped in the cellar.
That's
with
what I got
them.
earlier.
The protagonist feels the ever-growing stares
Okay,
and
so I can skip
paranoia
this.
building up. He doesn't feel safe within his
got
own
fucked
painful
up there.
death
So
than just
what's the
directly
next
falling into a large, deep hole. In one peculiar ending, we
room.
traverse across the Mushroom Land. Yep. This is as crazy as it sounds. There's one specific character being an old man who talks about mushrooms and gives us a mysterious
cannot
page from
figure
his
out-
book of smiles,
I couldn't
which
figure
gives
out
us
those
instructions
papers.
on how we can travel to this mysterious land. Well, this ending is as serious as the name of the ending. Essentially, here the protagonist consumes a mushroom and goes into a cuckoo land, where he loses the plot. This is more of a comic relief ending, which
I
doesn't
see.
seem to add much substance to the story. Another turn of events, if we lose our mind and give in to fear in order to survive and kill many people within the house, whether real human or visitor, we get a visit from the Prophet and we achieve the killer ending. The protagonist loses his mind to the fear of the inevitable and the paranoia that anyone can be a terrifying visitor. The TV has said so to how violent they are. They have said what signs they carry. So anyone being sheltered here could be a visitor. The thought drives the protagonist mad and he takes action before the visitors can do anything, or at least that's what he thinks. That's when he turns the gun against himself to end this paranoia, the fear of pain, wanting to die in his own terms. But as soon as he is about to pull the trigger, the survivors come rushing and take the gun from him. The survivors look like monsters to the protagonist as his mind has taken a different turn. Eventually, the remaining survivors who do not think the protagonist is stable anymore beat the hell out of him and throw him out. As the sun comes out, he feels the heat and thinks of wishing he had ended it all in his own terms. That's when the sequence comes to an end, leaving it on a cliffhanger if the sun burned the protagonist, if a visitor or a vigilante got to him, or if he managed to survive.
Okay, so that's what happens if you just kill people. Like just basically.
Another ending is the cultist ending when we join a cult group. Throughout the story, we get a character as a cult leader asking us to let in many of his people for a few days. Eventually, we see these cult members are setting up stakes and bonfires, and at the end, we learn they were setting them up for themselves, just waiting for the right moment. This is a death cult who believes in dying in their own terms and grouped with their own belief system. It makes it much easier than letting their minds wander into darkness of the unknown and the fear of the inevitable. At the end, the cult leader asks the protagonist to join their cult and he can whether reject or accept. Accepting this offer, with the leader urging the protagonist to join them to march bravely towards death, the protagonist knows that he wants peace and wants to actually find the truth of what is after death. The cult leader mentions each death will be remembered and will have a name, and each will ascend to greatness. And true to his words, each member is being commemorated and remembered, adorned by candles and gravestones, having a more dignified death than falling to the visitors, burned by the sun, shot by FEMA or the vigilante, or eaten by hungry dogs roaming the city. In a way, if none of this is true, and if the dead did not go anywhere after their death, they are at least remembered by their friends. We then get a surreal sequence where a black hole tries to open, but then it closes with a voice saying that our mind is not built to handle the mysteries of the cosmos.
Okay, that's another shit.
Another turn of events, we encounter a young woman who seems to be a night worker. She constantly calls the protagonist baby and offers to comfort him in exchange of being let in. She even talks to the protagonist about his father, on how he was abusive, and the protagonist never liked him, even wishing he would die. Now he is just left with anger, pain, resentment, confusion, and trauma, yet missing his father. This woman spends the night sleeping on the same bed as the protagonist, but the protagonist notices bizarre paranormal things happening at night. In the night, he sees the woman as if giving birth, and he sees visions. Eventually, if we find a baby around the house, this lady does in fact give birth to a child, which would unlock the fatal child ending. This leads to a series of unusual and surreal events. A pale baby appears in the air, possibly the child of this lady. A group of 3 then hold the child. They are in a trance state and try to pull the child in their own separate 3-way directions. That's when the protagonist cannot withstand it any longer, knowing of the inevitable, and shoots randomly somewhere at something. All of a sudden, it's all dark and black, but when the light returns, angels appear with a feminine figure. The figure explains the protagonist is their prophet and he will lead them to paradise and cleanse the earth as he shot the child, but there's no sign of the child anywhere anymore. The child was an object that would lead them to horrors beyond their comprehension. That's when the people carry the protagonist who doesn't understand what is happening. In the midst of all this, he sees one of these people holding a bunch of nails, and on that note, the ending comes to an end. So effectively, this means the protagonist is going to be crucified for reasons that he doesn't understand. He has to be their messiah, saving them from their own sins by sacrificing himself. Well, not a very good ending if you ask me for the protagonist, who is just as confused as us in here. He doesn't understand how dying and sacrificing himself will somehow wipe out the sins of these strange people. But there's nothing else he can do. And finally, we have the FEMA ending. We get visited by multiple hazmat suit FEMA agents over and over. These guys are brutal and ruthless. They kill anyone who tries to run. They take random people for experiments and imprison them in quarantine zones. And when they run out of resources, they simply execute them. Human life is as cheap as a grain of sand for them. They lie and manipulate the viewers at home watching TV, and eventually they topple down the government and take over to control the entire country with brute force, violence, death, and manipulation. If we side with them and allow them to take as many survivors as they want without challenging them, if we kill at least one person per day showing our ruthlessness, we would get the offer to join their cause and become an agent ourselves. As we are recruited, the protagonist soon learns the brutal and unforgiving reality. FEMA is recruiting strangers aggressively because just as quick as they kill people, they lose many FEMA agents just as fast. They are not their own individuals anymore. They are robbed of their individuality and they are coaxed to a ruthless and punishing system. The protagonist doesn't know what will happen to his house and his old life, and he will never meet or know what happened to the people in his house. His eyes are symbolically wiped and covered up from his goggles with a reflection of destruction and flames taking over, portraying his personality and individuality being taken away, and he is now simply a pawn to serve the brutal machine FEMA agency is to destroy, kill, and pave a new path to a dystopian future FEMA sees fitting. So it's safe to say the story is hugely left ambiguous and for our own interpretation. There's no clear answer to what the visitors are, if the paranormal reality.
Ass. Damn, ass. Ass, bro. Zanakin, you said you hit the nail on the head. Ass. I gotta say it now, I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed in this game. I think it's a good idea. The idea of it is nice, but the execution is bad. And as Zanakin pointed out, the story is just, it's booty hole, bro. It's like, there's no explanation to what the visitors were, where they came from, the pale man. And see, I'm not saying that every story or game or movie has to lay every detail out for you. Sometimes there's a certain mystique and value to leaving certain questions unanswered. You know, it's kind of like the Blair Witch Project, where you walk away from the movie with more questions and answers, and you know, that's kind of what made it so special. But I feel like sometimes we got to call it out. Like, it's a cop-out at times when writers or developers, whatever the case may be, when they take that route of not explaining damn near anything of value about what's happening. To me, it's a cop-out. It works sometimes, but I'm not going to give you credit for creating mysterious circumstances and then not explaining what's going on. And then you don't even give like good story bits to back it up. You know, it's kind of like when you look at Bloodborne, Dark Souls, Demon Souls, like those games, like there's a lot of ambiguity to the story and what's happening, but they give you like good bits and pieces if you're able to observe the environment. You find items and then you read the item descriptions, weapon descriptions. It gives you just details here and there about the world and what's going on, but they don't give you too much. I can respect that, but I gotta be honest, man. I feel like in this case, like, what leg does this game have to stand on? I got this arguably the second best ending by completely disregarding the game's mechanics. I was this close to getting what is considered the best ending, which is jump in a hole and die, pretty much. I was that, and getting that has nothing to do with vetting. Bro, I'm not going to say it's a bad game. It does a good job of pulling you in and making you buy into the system. Because that's what I did. I bought into it. And while I bought into it, it was fun. When I believed what I was doing had purpose and meaning, like, oh, I'm talking to people. I'm trying to figure out, are you good? Are you not? Does he look suspicious? I'm not letting him in. I'm letting her in. And then when they get it right, I'm playing the game the right way. And it's fun when you think, hey, you know what's so funny, bro? This reminds me of the Thing game. If you guys have ever played the Thing game, it's similar in a way. It's an action shooter survival horror game, but the similarity is this: there's this mechanic where you have to figure out who and who isn't a alien, because you know in the Thing, the alien is able to copy or replicate people, and then you don't know that they're alien, right? And so throughout the game, you get different companions that follow you and work with you as you're going through the levels. And so the game tricks you into thinking that there's value in actually trying to figure out who is and who isn't an alien. But much of those encounters are actually scripted, and pretty much everybody you run into ends up dying anyway. So it doesn't even matter. In the end, it was just like some useless mechanic that was tacked on because that was such an important detail or focus in the movies. But in the game, it means nothing. That's pretty much what it is in this game. Like, the whole idea of vetting and talking is pointless. You get the two best endings by completely undermining it. I got the second best ending by just saying fuck it. And I was that close to getting the best ending where you die by jumping in the hole. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed because I like the idea of the game, and when you don't know better, it is a fun game, but poorly executed. And that's really what it comes down to. I'm disappointed, man. I got to be honest, because I like this shit going into it. It was cool. It's just a cool idea, but yeah, just a bad idea. I told you most of the endings are so obscure I don't even know how to get them, but I'm positive if you kept talking to the miner, you would have gotten. Dude, fuck that ending too. Damn, jump in a hole and die, and then get some ambiguous ass ending where you're in a field all by yourself and just probably transitioning to death or reincarnation as a fucking bug that's gonna get stepped. Fuck that bullshit ending too. Lord. The best ending is jumping in a hole and dying, and then having like a near death experience where you're in like a peaceful, like some peaceful farm or something by yourself as you slowly fade your consciousness. Fuck that. That ain't even worth the trouble. The ending is really a reflection of your personality and your actions. It's kind of like Silent Hill 2 Remake, which has the same amount of obscure endings. You can say that. You can say that, you know, because the first time with me trying to like, you notice like I wasn't letting anybody in the house. Right. And then slowly as I realized I had to relent. You know, it's funny because I think realistically, if I was in that situation, I would not be letting strangers in the house. But I only started letting people in because of the Pale Man. The Pale Man acts as a mechanic to force the player into letting people into the house, basically. So in real life, yeah, I would not be letting people in the house unless I was going to get strangled by a fucking monster if I didn't. And then I ended up getting, what was the ending where I ended up becoming the killer. That was just more so me exposing the wrong body part. But the one I got where I got killed by the visitors who were secretly human. Yeah, like that's me trying to work with people and let the right people in, and then I let the wrong motherfucker in, right? But essentially, you can say that in these circumstances, the best way to be is a complete asshole. That's essentially like you got to walk away with that as because there's no benefit to helping people. There's no benefit to being friendly. There's no benefit to helping. it's the only benefit the other people serve you is to use them to survive. That's it. If there was any takeaway, that's what it is. It has some cool, unique mechanics. The devs just use Chat GPT for the story. Are you for real? Did they? Are you for real? Like, is that factual? Did they really just use Chat GPT? I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. I wonder what ending you would get if you didn't let the cat in, because me personally, I wouldn't let the cat in. I just got here. What am I getting at is Chad didn't like any of the endings. It's not so much the endings. I'm more so just doing an assessment of the game as a whole. It's not the endings. Don't get me wrong. I think the worst thing about this game is that its core mechanics don't matter. The whole idea of trying to let the right people in, and then as you let people in, trying to figure out who is a visitor and who isn't, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. People are only a shield for you not to be killed by the Pale Man. Like, that's really what it comes down to. The only purpose of having people in the house is to not be killed by the Pale Man. Other than that, they're more of a hindrance than anything else. So it's like, at the end of the day, the core mechanics don't really matter. So what is the game if its core mechanics don't matter? There is no game. It's silliness. And then on top of that, you don't even have a good story. You don't have a good story that people can decode or figure out. Like, there's a lot of ambiguousness to, the things in the story, but like, there's nothing concrete to say, okay, this is what happened, this was that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you can't apply them for good storytelling. The core game mechanics don't matter. So it's like, what credit do you have? Like, the fun of this game is the ignorance of the player. It's when you play it and you think the game mechanics matter when they don't. That's why I'm kind of giving it a scathing review right now. That's the problem. I mean, I'm used to games, weird indie games like this having unsatisfying endings and things. These days that's normal, But the worst sin of this game is just that the core mechanics don't even matter, bro. It's like the developer didn't even know how to figure out how to make, like, dude, it's very simple. If you had one ending where if you have enough people surviving in your house, then you guys are able to survive and you create like a new community or something like that. That ending by itself justifies the game mechanics. Right? Like, imagine that, like a ending where if you have 5 or 6 people surviving, then the ending is you guys basically restart a community in that area after surviving the initial, the rays of the sun burning everything and the visitors. Basically, you guys are able to like kind of reset the community of sorts. Like, that's all you needed. Boom. You now justified the game mechanics, because now the best ending. That's how you get the best ending, is by being good at actually deciphering who is and who isn't the visitor. But the best endings have nothing to do with that. The best endings are about using people, killing them, or jumping in a hole. That's what's bad about it. You let the renter dude in. It's most people I would not have let in. Probably I would have let in the hold up, let me see real quick. Let me get back over here, because I already forgot who in the damn game. Let me pull it up real quick. Critical Reflex. Okay. Let's see this one. Okay, so not him. I will let the daughter in. Not him. Not her. Not him. Not him. not her. Maybe her, not him, not him, not her, not her, definitely not him. That's the delivery guy. That's the Oracle guy. Not him, not him, not the sisters, not him. Would let her in, not her, not him. Not them, not them, not them, not him, not him, not him, not him, not him. Maybe her, not him, not him, not him, not him, not him. Not her, not him, not him, not her, not him. We'll let her in, not him. Definitely not him, not him, not him. Maybe not him. So you can you can see a pattern here. I ain't letting no niggas in the house. I ain't letting no niggas in the house. If I let anybody in the house, it would be a child or a woman. That's it. I ain't letting no I ain't letting no niggas in the house, bro. But because of my friendliness and my heart, I feel bad turning away a kid. So if I was gonna get got, it would be like that, letting in a woman or a kid. But I ain't letting no nigga, dude. Fuck that. I'm not letting no. If I don't know you, you're not coming in my house if you're a man, bro. But a child, I feel bad turning away a child, and a woman, I would probably just be more likely to let my guard down. You know, I guess it's that man thing, you know, wanting to protect women and children. But if you're a grown ass man, honestly, it's fuck you if I don't know you. You better you better go next door. No kids for me. Fuck them kids. I don't blame you in this situation. I really don't blame you. But I think that's about it. That's all I could stomach. It would pretty much be women and children, except that fat bitch and that old lady. Cause not her. Yeah, she'll eat up all the food, and she just look creepy. She just look. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. Lookism gonna come into it. If you ugly, you not coming in, bro. You looking like this, you ain't coming in, bro. Like I don't want this dude in my house. Look at this dude. Who want this motherfucker in the house? What you gonna do? I don't want this crazy ass bitch in the house. Ukrainians, bro. Ukrainians. I wouldn't let the daughter in either. I kind of like these games because it's kind of real life. Become a female worker, the equivalent of becoming an NPC. Wait, yeah, that's a depressing ending right there. Lord, that to me, that's like the worst ending. Like becoming FEMA, you completely use your identity basically, and you become the very thing that you hate. Now you're going around killing people and kidnapping people and lying to people. That's like, to me, that's the worst ending. It's one thing to just die, but to become an NPC, that's, oh man, that's horrifying. Really. When I see those like British police officers and they got the little yellow jackets on and they go around like knocking on people's doors because they posted mean things on the internet and they arrest them, or like when they arrested all those people at that pro-Palestine protest and they were out there like dragging little old women away and stuff, like that is peak NPC behavior, bro. During COVID-19 in places like Australia, when people tried to go outside and then the police officers were like beating up old women because they wanted to be outside, that's peak NPC right there, bro. Like you have no brain, you have no mind, You ain't got no soul, bro. You a walking program. That's terrible. You a walking fucking program, man. I'd rather just die. I'd rather be one of the dudes that just died somewhere than to be an NPC, bro. Because you ain't got no soul at that point. I can die with soul, but to live with no soul that's worse, bro. That's worse. I've let people in my home as long as they got money, and it's created a roller coaster of experiences for me. You've let people you've let people in your home for real? You like the real life protagonist. Oh Lord, he said the C word here. Comes another suspension. I think they're kind of off that a little bit. You know, they already furthered their agenda with that. I think that was mission accomplished for them. I don't think they're as worried about it now as back in the day. I remember, man, I got in trouble for talking about that shit. That was crazy. That was crazy. But I gotta get out of here soon. I've let people in my home I never knew. Man, bruh. I couldn't do that. I could not do that. Damn, man. You living this life for real. Well, that was No, I'm Not Human. I'm not going to go over my review again, but interesting game, but just poorly executed. I'm disappointed, and I've already listed the reasons why, but we got through it. But I'm trying to think, I don't know, I got to come up with another game. I come with another game to play. I want to play another like indie survival horror game. You know, usually I go for like old PlayStation, PS2 survival horror games and shit like that. But this, I will say, this game has kind of piqued my interest in terms of like the horror game indie scene, which I know has kind of grown over the years. So I'm gonna look into maybe finding another indie horror game to play. So I might have that for next week. We'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you in the next. So